And Kentucky will not have to run another play. Mike Archer getting doused with water as he heads onto the field, and the final seconds will tick off. And the fans now swarming the field as it looks like there is some security protection here down at the goalpost built to our left. I don't see any here to our right. But Kentucky has knocked off the Georgia Bulldogs here in Commonwealth Stadium, ending a 9-game losing streak to Georgia. Last win came in 1996 when Bill Curry's Cats upsets the Dogs 24-17. And the goalposts here to our right, Bill, that is going to go down.
You got to love it. It's not going to take much more. They're working on it.
Maybe it won't go down, as they've got the security in there now all around the post, and they're trying to get what appear to be students down off the crossbar.
Let them go.
24-20, Kentucky has knocked off Georgia for the first time in 10 years.
What a great feeling. What a good win for this Kentucky team. Putting them at 5-4. Vanderbilt next week. That's within reach. Vandy, going to be somebody that they're going to have to deal with, obviously. It's not going to be just a walk in the park. But, again, a very winnable game. And Louisiana Monroe, again here. 2 more home games out of the last 3. Kentucky sitting really good right now as far as being good, looking at a bowl game, Rob. Adam Ritchie's
up there on the post. I'll tell you, they're going to stay down on the field, Bill, and enjoy this one for a little while. Roger Williams there, 35, who had a big pick in this game right before halftime. He came up with the interception that was deflected. And the fans continue to swarm the field as Kentucky wins over Georgia here in Lexington, coming from behind in the last 5 minutes to pull it out, 24-20. We'll be back to wrap it up after this. And the celebration goes on at Commonwealth Stadium. Kentucky 24, Georgia 20. Bill, I'll tell you, Keenan Burton, our star of the game, but Tony Dixon was sensational on that winning touchdown drive. He had 47 yards rushing on the drive, also had 2 catches for 12 yards and scored on the 3-yard touchdown run. Alphonso Smith had a big day as well, running for 76 yards in the game. But it came down to turnovers. Georgia turned it over 4 times. The Wildcats turned it over 3.
And you look at it, we talked about them being able to get out in front, and they did at one point. They had to battle back, and I thought it would be better if Georgia had to battle back. But you know what? Kentucky didn't. Showed a lot of character. They ended up defensively on the +1 side on the turnover margin again. You can't say enough about it. I think it's one of those things that you got to give a lot of credit both to offense and defense. And they did everything they could do, and it's just a wonderful win for the Kentucky program.
The Wildcats go to 5-4 on the season. Certainly we continue to wish and hope and pray for the best for Mario Raley, Georgia's wide receiver, who was injured here in the second half. To wrap it up, let's go down on the field to Drew Diener. Drew?
Well, guys, in the open, we talked about the fact that this season was going to turn one way or the other after this game. 12 times in the last 21 years, they've been 4-4 coming into their 9th game of the season, 4-4 or better. Well, it took as dramatic of a turn as we've seen in a long time. Now you figure with the game with Louisiana Monroe, Vanderbilt both at home before the season finale at Tennessee, Kentucky has put itself in position to win 6 and possibly 7 games. Who knows the way this season may turn out. But this is the type of win that people around here have been asking for quite some time. Will it happen next week? We'll have it here for you here on the Big Blue Sports Network. Kentucky and Vanderbilt as Kentucky tries to get bowl eligible. They come into that one with 5. Vandy could be the 6th win. We'll see if they can pull it off. Check your local listings for the game time in your area. The Cats win it over the Dogs 24-20 for Bill Ransdell, Rob Bromley, and all of us here on the Big Blue Sports Network. I'm Drew Diener as the goalposts come down at Commonwealth after a victory over the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll see you next week.
University of Kentucky Wildcat Football has been presented by your Kentuckiana Ford dealers. Ford, built for the road ahead. Today's game was also brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices. By Windstream, UK's hometown voice broadband and digital TV provider. And by the Whitaker Bank Corporation, uniquely Kentucky.
And by Central Bank, McDonald's, B-Drive, Singular Wireless, Kentucky Utilities, Arby's, Kroger, Dairy Queen, and by the Kentucky Lottery.